Hello, Instagram. Thank you for joining us on the After 5 podcast. We're about to get going. As you can see, we have a special guest today here, our friend Aki.
Hello.
She decided to jump in on us here. Now, Aki got to move that a little bit closer. There you go.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to get it started. Yeah, I know him. They're gonna come now. Alright. Now we gotta listen to this stupid ass shit.
How long?
No, that's natural. That comes with the thing.
And you can't stop.
Technical difficulties.
If you hit it again.
If you hit it again, it goes again. It keeps going. It starts going again.
No, that's someone else.
Watch. Oh.
Podcast. So listen up, bitch.
All right, there we go. We're back, people. We're back. Thank you for joining us at the After 5 podcast. This is your boy Joe. I am joined here today with Louis to my left, Oliver right in front of me.
Hello.
And a special guest host today.
Yes.
Our good friend, Aki, which means summer.
Autumn.
And autumn.
Something.
Means something. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm pretty good. You are brave, dude. You just came in here today. She wasn't scared.
She's done this before.
I've never done this, but he was pushing.
Were you practicing?
He was pushing. No.
In the mirror last night.
Talking to myself
With a
about
hair-
what I
with a
hope you
hairbrush.
guys talk about.
Yeah.
No.
With a hair blower.
No. Every time we talk on the phone, he's like, "You would be good on this thing. Come on, this thing."
And yeah, I really do think, we're lacking a little bit of estrogen. Oliver's isn't enough. We need a little bit more.
I need some help, Aki. These guys gang up on me all the time.
Listen, he'll call me and be like, "Did you listen?" And I'll say, "I kind of tuned out a little bit when you guys were talking about a lot of the man stuff."
Yeah, we don't talk about much girly shit, but yeah, I think the sports is where she kind of tunes
I tune
out,
out.
Yeah.
and then comes right back in.
I have to listen to it all the time at home. I don't know.
She's been our biggest supporter and our biggest critic, more or less, but critic in a positive way. Like she'll let me know, where we're lacking, what we're doing, and I figured why not bring you on. She has a good radio voice, so to speak. So far, so good, right?
Thank you.
Right,
Thank you.
Make sure to speak into the mic.
Okay. I have to.
Project.
Yes, you got to project. Speak from your diaphragm.
I always tell people that I've been told I sound like a teenage boy on the phone, on recordings.
As long as you don't look like a teenage boy, I think
You're fine, yeah.
You've sounded the same way since we were kids, though. Like
I've been told that too.
And you don't act like a teenage boy, right?
I do. So there's that.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, she was always like, even when we were younger, she was like, I guess she bonded more with like us and stuff like that with like the guys than she would the girls. It's probably because she was taller than most of them, but
Yeah.
And she was daring.
yeah.
We used to jump into canals.
Yeah.
You let your daughters jump into canals?
No. I don't even let her near a canal. I think it was because I grew up with boys.
Yeah.
2 guy cousins, and I just got used to that. I lived with my dad. It was just me and my dad, so I think I just related maybe a little bit better. But as I've gotten older, I've made really good girlfriends.
There you go. So that kind of progressed as you got older.
Yeah, I learned.
I learned how to talk to girls.
I learned how to play nice with girls.
Oh man, it's good to have you on. She's not even a guest. Like she's literally like one of us. We're not interviewing her. We're just kind of getting into her personal shit right there for a quick minute. But my favorite part of her is her husband, Mr. J. That's a cool cat.
You're not alone in that. Most of my guy friends love Jay very much.
They'd rather keep her, like keep him, if anything.
I don't know if I was telling you, but I always think it's so interesting if I'm going to Disney or the mall or somewhere public with Jay and I just observe, my surroundings for a minute. I always tell people this. He gets checked out the most by the guys who are pushing the strollers or holding hands with their wives or their girl. Like they all look at him. And I'm curious to know why. It's not sexual or anything like that. I think
he's cool.
I mean, is that what it is?
I think so.
You know what I think it is? I think it's the dude with all the tattoos, is he has all those tattoos, and then he's like completely domesticated. Like he's pushing a stroller himself, probably.
Maybe that's what it is.
And stuff like that. So they're like, look.
Yeah, maybe.
But he's a cool cat. You and me always joke that the best part of us is our significant others. Like we both married like better than we deserve to a certain extent.
Or that punching above our weight.
Yeah,
I definitely love your wife.
You outkicked our coverage for damn sure. But so we got an interesting day, man. We got some cool shit going on here. Are we having technical difficulties there, Juan? No, all right, we're good.
We're good.
Yeah, it stopped recording. Oh no, her. Oh, big day, man. Big day in politics today.
Ooh. I'll pass.
Politics talk.
I'll pass too.
Check.
Listen, I haven't been following it too much, so if he got impeached, he got impeached. But again, it doesn't count for shit. It has to go to the Senate, and they have to do it. So at the end of the day, he might be the only president that gets impeached and reelected, all pretty much more or less within the same, calendar freaking year, so to speak. Well, not really calendar year, but.
Not gonna happen.
I don't think he's gonna end up getting impeached though.
I'll close it down.
And he will get reelected.
I make it a habit to not talk politics because it just never ends well.
Yeah.
That's
how you start or end fights. Politics.
It's politics, sex, and religion.
Right.
And we more or less cover all three of those here. Like we're just fucking destined to fail one way or the other.
Climate change, number 4.
I mean, listen, it is what it is. Let's see how that shit works out. I'd rather not get too fucking deep into that. I mean, it is interesting. The dude tweets more than a 19-year-old college kid. So he definitely has his presence out there.
He's a showman, at least we can say that.
A promoter.
Yeah, I think. I mean, more than anything, he brought that into his realm of I guess politics. It's a different kind of politics. Like no one has ever seen this kind of shit before in regards to politics. So let's see how that shit works out for him. But it's everybody's scared to talk about it. Like it's happening in front of us right now. Like this is the same dude we saw in Home Alone fucking 20-something years ago, lost in New York.
Yeah. And
he's the actual president of the United States now.
He got roasted on Comedy Central.
Yeah, how many presidents get roasted on Comedy Central? That's
a good roast too. Hilarious.
And the shit was all true. Like usually a roast is
it was
a little bit of an exaggeration. I don't think they had to exaggerate much with him.
But it was really good. I've seen that like 4 or 5 times. It's so funny.
I was having a conversation with someone about that the other day, and I mean, Aki, I'm sure you would probably agree with this. How many people just vote to vote? Like, how many people actually know what their candidate's platform is?
Just vote for your party.
Yeah, you just vote for your party.
I'm a Republican, die hard, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely do more homework. But.
And it's like I speak to my mom about that shit all the time.
The Cubans.
Yeah,
all Republican.
That's it. They're gonna vote Republican no matter
what. No, the old school Cubans.
Yeah, I mean, the younger Cubans. I mean, the ones that are more. I mean, I guess second, third generation Cubans. But even some of them, it's just been hammered into them for so long that they're gonna vote Republican, which there's nothing wrong with voting Republican or Democrat, whatever the fuck it is you want to vote for. Right. My stance is more or less me and Chris Rock have the same view on politics. There's some things that I'm a little conservative about, and there's other things that I'm liberal about. I don't have the right to tell any woman what to do with her body, and I'll always stand by that shit. Like, you do whatever the fuck it is you want to do. It is what it is. But people, feel differently. And, it's... I should literally put the crickets.
Yeah.
Like, all of you are pussies.
I passed, like, 5
a long
minutes ago.
time ago.
Yeah.
I can defer that question quick.
That's that student loan deferment, boy. Quick as fuck.
I will say this. I think Trump has done good for the economy. I think certain policies have worked well. And he's been fortunate. The economy's been strong during his tenure as president.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Moving on.
And not that anybody here disagrees or doesn't disagree. We're delving. We did the tip. Now we're just going full fucking throttle in that bitch. So, yeah, that's it. We're good. So, any Tekashi 6ix9ine fans here? Lewis didn't even know who Tekashi 6ix9ine was. Like,
I thought it was. I tell you, it was an Asian restaurant. I don't know what the hell.
Explain what it is that happened. Because I'm not too big on that.
Like
So
the
you guys-
like the Takashi
He
roll.
knows everything that happened.
You guys got to get up on game, man. Shit.
He follows TMZ and shit.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be hiding under a bridge to not know who this asshole was.
I heard
Or
he snitched on everybody. That's how I
Yeah,
know.
he's the-
From the memes. That's
Exactly.
the only reason I know.
The dude in the memes that, you know,
Your Honor, is that the guy? But what did he say to get that
I did see
fame?
something today, like it came up on a feed or something that they were giving him more time. That so he was gonna get released, and now he's not.
yeah, they gave him 24 months, so they gave him an extra 2 years. He's been in jail for like a little over a year.
What did he do to get in jail?
So this kid is a rapper from New York. His real name is Daniel Hernandez.
Wait a minute, that's not his real name.
Not his real name, but
Confirmed.
he was just an up and coming rapper who then blew up because he associated. I mean, his music, I guess he has a cult following. So that's all you need. You just need a few of these young kids to start following you, and with Instagram, like you don't even need to be a part of a label anymore to drop music and to become fucking famous. I mean,
You don't
Justin
have to be
Bieber.
good either.
That's true.
I mean, Justin Bieber became famous on YouTube, and Usher is the one that discovered him on YouTube or somebody else like along those lines. But whatever. Long story short, the kid associated himself with the wrong people, gangs and shit like that to get street cred. He rapped about it. He always shouted them out in his music. He got extorted by them, and he always claimed to be part of that. That blood gang up there in New York. They all get arrested and indicted by the FBI. They all are, pretty much they're put in jail. They go and he just starts snitching, like a bird, singing here, singing, like telling on everybody. So that's where those memes started, where it's like, it shows a kid telling his mom he didn't do something, and then the meme cuts to Tekashi 6ix9ine, and the kid's like,
How's he
Okay.
alive?
well, in jail, I'm sure.
Oh,
that-
what are the memes about? It's him in court.
yeah, him in
Sitting
court. It's always him in court.
There we go.
He has the tattoos on the face, which good luck being in the witness protection program with the fucking tattoos that say 6ix9ine all across your face. But the moral of the story
And in
there,
return for snitching, he's out in 24 months.
he's going
Or
to be
whatever.
out in 24 months, and supposedly he already has a record deal on the table for like $10 million. But we live in a culture of no snitching. All of us were raised. None of us here were raised with a silver spoon in our mouth.
How
Yeah.
long will he live outside of prison?
That's a good question.
Give or take.
He's either
12
going to
months,
be in the witness
18 months.
protection program, which I don't know how the fucking that's going to work. But he's going to have to really drop a bunch of albums, like this guy Charlamagne the God was saying on the radio, because he's going to 24-hour security isn't cheap, so he better fucking be rapping.
I mean,
He was donkey of the day.
He was.
who wouldn't snitch? And they told you you're facing 30 years. Or you tell me give up 4 or 5 names and you get to get out of here in a year or 2.
But then you're dead.
Chance. You
Yeah,
still
'cause
take the chance.
The guys you're snitching on are not, Pepito de la Esquina,
Yeah, you're
These
not.
guys are murderers that no other murderers that.
I'd do 30 years and I'll take my chance saying 24 months.
Chances are, if you're snitching in a case with this caliber, and you're not just snitching on Miguelito who lives next door for stealing cable, if you're snitching at this level, chances are the dudes you're dealing with are bad motherfuckers, and you're gonna have to deal with that. I mean, the
just saying.
fucking marimberos who snitch all the time end up found in the back of trucks, fucking tied up and dead. And it's not the person you snitched on. That person's in jail, but that person has access to a phone, and he sends, the eagle has landed, 2 birds and a stone. And that's it. You're fucking dead.
Yeah, you still got to pay the guy who's going to kill him, though.
God.
Irrelevant though, but he brought that shit on himself, and I guess the moral of the story is: at what point do rappers stop crossing that line of pretending to be something they're not? And that's what they're portraying to. And it's not all rappers, but some of them, and they're portraying that shit to the world, and people take you seriously.
Is that how you really spell his name? Tekashi?
I fucked that shit up. Aki would have
I
been
thought
better
it was a
suited.
video game, but I know who he is because I've seen him. He's been on TV. He's been on the internet. He's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks ridiculous.
You've heard his music?
He looks like
I've
shit.
heard his music. I don't like the mumble rap music, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not my thing.
All right, who wants to move along?
Aki's a purist.
Executive producers.
Next
moving on.
question.
Oh man! All right, so you guys don't want to talk about okay. So far, you guys are leaving me shit right now to fucking talk about. And next time, add to these to these to the
Conversation.
To the script.
To the fucking script at least.
Answer. See our chance.
Thank you, Juan. No, we ain't answering shit. My mom will not be on the show. Goddamn. You guys, why do you guys want to do that to me? Why the fuck would either of you?
She would be great. Josué, ¿qué tú estás haciendo?
That's probably your dog. Your dog you're complaining about probably set the alarm off in the house. Exactly what it was.
The little white one does that shit all the time, and that shit scares the fuck out of us. We'll be at dinner and she'll be loose in the house, and then we'll set the alarm like to the motion sensor, and then all of a sudden the alarm will go off.
And it's just her energy. It's just the wire.
Yeah, the wired ass chihuahua. You had your dog loose in the house?
I think it was the cat, and like it jumped close enough to the sensor, like on the couch or something, and Jay fixed it, so it doesn't happen anymore. But yeah, that was one time too many.
Yeah, I haven't figured out how to fix it, so we turn off the sensor. So whoever breaks into the fucking house, it's gonna have to deal with a 12-pound chihuahua. That's gonna be a fucking ferocious. She's worse than the big dog than Albert. Albert's a big pussy. He just doesn't like old people.
Albert's scary as fuck.
He's like a hybrid dog.
Yeah, man. Stop making fun of my dog. You guys are assholes. Like, leave him alone.
His tail doesn't.
Because he's got a big ass head, a little flat body. He looks like a platypus dog.
He's got these big ass. He got these big ass paws.
Little arms.
Yeah, there he goes. He thought it was
How about Christmas shopping? All right, let's change the fucking subject. Leave my dog alone.
Left, right, hook, uppercut. However gave him that. He took a jab. That was it.
Remember one time we were recording in the yard and this asshole, like, he just kept laughing at the dog. The dog wasn't fucking with anyone, and just Oliver just keeps mocking my poor dog to the point where he just stayed behind the air conditioner and never came out.
He's nice.
Just sweet.
I heard his feelings.
Yeah, I think he left. He didn't come back. He felt your energy.
He's nice. I like your dog. He's just funny looking. That's different.
He's the official mascot.
He's a millennial in his doggy years.
Oh, for sure. I don't talk about millennials right now, man. It's my fucking wits end with kids and millennials and everybody else. I feel like a grumpy ass old man. But no, I wasn't kidding. Is everyone done there?
I'm done.
You did all your shit already?
I did everything during online. Black Friday and Cyber Monday, I'm done.
So you did all your Christmas shopping just boom like that?
I did everything online. Between Amazon, Target, Macy's, everything online. I get boxes every day. I don't even know what I got. It's a surprise every day.
Awesome.
That's that Asian efficiency, boy. She's like,
you guys are not shopping. You guys are not doing any shopping, because I know that in my household, my husband doesn't see what the kids are getting until
Christmas.
He helps me.
He's that surprise.
No, I'm really bad at wrapping. So he helps me wrap the gifts, and at that point he sees everything that I bought.
And he's like, good job.
Yeah, good job. No? Good job.
It's funny. My brother-in-law, he just sees the boxes come in. And it's to the point where my sister too, she'll like open something and be like, oh yeah, I ordered this. Yeah. That's just that.
He just sees the bill.
Yeah, he just sees the bill. I mean,
I bought a lamp and it came today. He's like, why'd you buy it? I don't know. I just bought a lamp. When I can't sleep, I go on Amazon and I buy things.
Jesus, I'd be giving her melatonin in her fucking
wine glass every night.
Go. Look, babe, since you started taking this, we've saved an extra $1,000 a month.
I guess our gift, us three, like, what's your birthday present to the family? I mean, not birthday present, Christmas present to the family. I'm sorry.
Me.
Six-pack.
Of course. Exactly.
To the family, I don't know. I asked my sister for a stick
that
vac.
one gift that you're like either like a computer for the living room or something.
I don't. You know what my wife really does want? She wants a Roomba.
Oh, I would not mind one of those.
Those things suck.
They suck. Yeah, they break. The shit breaks all the time.
You've had a Roomba?
I've had a Roomba.
Like they break because you've stepped on it drunk?
No,
or
all the pieces that it uses to.
He tried to ride on it.
They wear and tear very fast.
Really?
And then it gets filled up very quickly also.
That's the thing.
Then if you have a carpet, it'll chew it up and roll it up. Or the drapes, if they're close to the floor.
Okay, then we're not buying. I'll just talk this out of buying a Roomba.
Oh, that's it.
If you have a toy chihuahua,
it does.
No, some of them have even sparked and burned the rug, right? And set the house on fire. Keep on, bro.
I haven't seen that. But
Roomba's going to send us out of business.
I'm just telling you from experience. But you can just leave it in a room and walk away, and at least a little dust gets picked up. Crumbs. I
guess we're not getting that sponsor.
Yeah, sorry, Roomba. Hey, you give us a sponsorship, we'll fire him. Either way, I've heard nothing but beautiful things about fucking the Roomba.
Me too.
And it plugs itself in, and
from actual users.
I've seen the one that squirts out water too, and It cleans
Really?
your floor. Yeah.
It's a
Maybe
gross
that's
house.
new.
Yeah, I don't know about a girl's house Roomba.
So
They don't
bad.
want anything squirting shit out of my house.
Like the
Advanced.
Swiffer jet, but in a Roomba.
And it mops the floor like that?
Maybe I dreamt it. I'm pretty sure I saw it. No, I'm pretty sure I saw it. They have it.
Is
Right?
that
And that
little
shit, she just created it.
Insomniac night.
If it doesn't exist, somebody call me.
Amazon 2025.
Hey, those are those Japanese jeans, man. That's right. That's up in here. She just
Asian.
created some shit right there. That Asian jean just
Like you hook up a bounty roll to it and that shit.
No.
Either way, everyone I know loves it. So that's what my wife's asking for. But I feel
That's gonna be like your.
I really feel like a dick giving her like.
Yeah,
A
she'll use it for
cleaning
2
product.
weeks and then it'll sit there in the charger and you'll never see it again.
Dude, she vacuums all the time. Like we've had this conversation before, man. It's like her relationship with our rainbow vac it's very unnatural. So if I could give her a Roomba and I could give the vac a fucking like the vac needs its space, man. Like it's just like that thing's about to fucking just burn out or leave, one or the other. It just stays out all day and it's big as shit. But either way, that's what she's asking. My wife's annoying in that sense where I'm not sure if you're the same way,
Your
Aki.
wife
Where
is not annoying.
but she doesn't tell me what she wants already. Like she might drop hints every now and then.
I
But it's
don't like it when people buy me things. I don't like people spending money on me.
Oh my God.
I've never it fills me with guilt. I hate it.
But like you feel like you have to give something back.
No, I just feel like,
Lucky.
oh my God, don't spend money on me, please. I've never liked it. I don't like when people pay the bill and I'm not a part. That gives me anxiety.
I share that sentiment. I feel the same way.
With the bill.
And the gifting.
And the gift.
I'll buy my own shit.
But
I buy my own gift and it's I know I got me, a watch or whatever it is.
But I do like gifting. I
Okay.
do like
No,
it.
I like my thing is that, like, I would say, "What do you want?" And she would say, "Oh, surprise me."
No, I say nothing.
Oh, come on. No, I mean, you're never gonna win that. I mean,
And Louis, when she says that, what is your plan of action with that?
I have these boxing gloves and I just put them on and go on.
and beat yourself with them?
Well, I'll just throw one out there.
We do not condone domestic violence on the show of any kind.
No, that's just a
But
joke.
if it's funny, yes,
Yeah,
we do.
It's just like, what do I get? And you're the whole time while you're getting this, she's not gonna like it. It's just
Get her tacos.
stuff. This year to surprise her and really piss everyone off, I'm gonna buy wallpaper and put wallpaper all over the house. Real tacky wallpaper.
That'll get you fucked up quick.
Yeah. Be like,
Let me ask
Merry
you this: though.
Christmas.
How much of that is just not getting the whatever you want, or like something that you actually don't like? Because I know I'm like over 27.
In buying her gifts?
Yeah, like I mean, she'll say she likes it, but then I still see them like wrapped in the jewelry box.
You pay attention to her when you guys are at the mall?
I try to, but
You
we
don't.
don't.
You don't.
On the
Yeah,
spot.
that was a
On the
I don't.
spot.
All right, Aki's segment is over.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was nice. Thank you guys for having me. But if you actually pay attention, she's probably going to pick up the same thing she likes every time she goes. I do.
We should have her more often.
I get.
I
mean,
do. And then Jay bought me the shoes that I wanted because I'm always looking at them or waiting for them to go on sale or
Do you voice it though? Or are you like, oh, look, Jay, I really love these shoes? Or you just
Not
look at
saying,
them and
but
expect us to telepathically
I'm
be
always like,
oh, she
I
likes
want these. And he tells me, buy them. No, I'm not going to buy them.
All right.
So he got them.
See,
You,
that's a
you
lot
give them
better.
clues. You give them
Well,
clues.
But
Listen.
not on purpose. It's just,
My wife's shoe game is on point. Not the regular shoe, the sneaker game. Because I understand sneakers. I like sneakers. I have good taste in sneakers. So that shit, she has better sneakers than I do. So there, I could never go wrong. But then it's like she's also not a 17-year-old boy. Like there's only so many sneakers I could fucking buy her.
Jay bought me Vans like a 17-year-old boy.
Oh, he did?
Because that's what I wanted. What did you? I'm a teenage boy. I told you. Look at it.
Jay's
me.
Jay's married to a teenage boy at heart. Like, fucking, this shit just got weird. Oh man. All right, so at least you did your shopping. I mean, we haven't done shit. We haven't, like literally been able to do a thing as far as the shopping is concerned.
Your household at all?
My household at all, and it's
next week.
I'm really hoping for Santa at this point. Like I'm just crossing my fucking fingers. It's
Yeah,
gonna-
they're just waiting for my check to clear.
yeah.
As soon as that's the shopping starts.
Louis might have to. I know people who work for themselves that have literally had to do that and be like, you know what, Christmas is gonna come next week or in a couple of weeks once that commission check comes in or whatnot. So I've actually known people that just happened to, where it's like the parents are just skipping fucking Christmas.
No Christmas. Los Reyes Magos.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Los Reyes Mago always saves.
You know what I do? I have this little side account that I don't have a card to. Like I have I can only kind of access it online.
You heard that, Jay? There's a side account.
He knows.
Oh.
And I opened it up like at the credit union at work, and each paycheck, maybe like $100 comes out of it. So every 2 weeks, $100 will go into the account, and then I use that for Christmas. So it's not any money that I'm missing out on. I didn't realize I had it, and then it's just sitting there for emergencies or for Christmas, and now I don't feel the financial burden on Christmas.
That's actually very smart.
Yes.
Again.
Japanese.
That's and I'm telling you that Asian is deep in there.
She's claiming it now.
Yeah, she is claiming
Like
it like a
Japanese
mother.
in this house, motherfuckers.
But that Hispanic side is ordering lambs on a Monday night.
That Peruvian
Monday
side.
night at 2 a.m.
Your dad's Peruvian, right?
My dad was actually born in Bolivia. And then he spent majority of his life in Peru, and I would just go to Peru all the time to be with my cousins.
Yeah.
So if I speak to you in Spanish, it sounds like I'm Peruvian, but I'm not.
And raised around a lot of Cubans.
Raised around a lot of Cubans.
That's definitely her spending, fucking not saving side. So and then marries a Cuban too.
Marries a Cuban. He's Cuban, but
he's
but the Spanish is
Yeah, he's second generation. He's Cuban like my son is Cuban.
Yeah.
Like that fucking Spanish. You want to see him struggle? Have him order una carreta purely in Spanish.
When we went to Peru and he was just like, oh, I don't want to order my food.
He threw in the towel. Fuck it.
Ceviche, that's it. Like,
You could see when his turn was coming, he was like, oh.
Sweaty palms.
What funny if Jay would have busted out with like that Google Translate.
Concha su madre.
He's the Spanish speaking guy at work, so he's got to take all the Spanish calls.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, because he works.
What a liar. He did that. I did the same thing. And then I get the Spanish calls. Yeah, dude.
Fluent in Spanish.
And then I did
it's very Spanglish.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Like, he's second generation, right? Like, his parents weren't born in Cuba, were they?
They went to high school here.
Okay.
Aki, you totally failed that wedding game, for sure.
What's Jay's birthday, Aki?
July 2nd. The same as my son.
Hey, a few days before me, July 5th. See, there's the connection. I knew he was a wonderful human being. The birthday, the cancers.
Oh, 1974.
Look at that. Wait, Jay's viejo.
He's a young old man.
He is a young old man. Look at that shit.
He doesn't look it or act
no,
like
at all. I thought he was from our age. Like, he's my cousin's age. He's Jose's age. That's what, class of 96?
No, 90. No, it's like 91 or something.
Yeah, like 93.
Like, it's fine now. The age gap isn't a big deal now, but I like to play the game of, when you graduated, I was in second grade. Yeah.
So what year is it? See, you don't have the Asian gene there doing the math there, do you, buddy?
93.
93?
93?
Class of 93.
Does anyone have a fucking calculator?
Didn't I just say that a second ago?
Class of 93? All right, yeah. So my cousin was
Is it
class of
93?
94. Yeah, my cousin was class of 94. So they're literally more or less. Look at that shit.
If we graduated in 98, you subtract 5, 93.
Look at that.
He's redeeming himself.
Ta-da. Do the little ta-da. Ahí está.
See, only applause he's gotten off.
He's finally out of the bathroom.
All season. Yeah, thank you for joining us, Oliver.
Yeah, I'm getting out of the dog hole here.
The dog house, yes.
The dog hole.
Look at dog holes you've been in
my
there.
dog don't got no house, all right?
We're taking notes on Oliver's new words.
Don't you have like a dog with like major issues, right? Like, don't you have a dog on?
He's handicapped.
He's handicapped.
He was born without a front paw.
Holy
so
shit.
he's tripod.
Tripod.
I'm kidding.
Tripod. No, I call him and he responds.
I feel bad for Oliver.
But he's great. He's like a normal working dog. He jumps.
They adapt.
Runs like nothing else.
You see the two-legged dogs and they jump up the stairs. They adapt.
See the ones on the wheels? Like the hind legs are fucked up and then just hauling ass?
It's just a lot of work.
Yeah. Did you know he was missing a front paw, or did you guys get home and
we rescued his ass?
And right off the bat, you knew he
was a puppy. He was like this big, tiny ass little thing. And they didn't know his hand was busted until I saw him walking. I'm like, what's wrong? And yeah, he's disabled.
You wanted a discount for an adoption?
He was free.
You didn't pay the adoption fees? It
was like on a box by Walgreens. I don't know, man. I got home and the dog was there.
Fucking parvo.
It was not my choice. I didn't select him. But he's awesome. He's a good dog.
Hey, someone got reamed for getting a handicapped dog.
Believe it or not, dogs that are like that, they're closer to the owners. They're more sweeter. They're more grateful. It's a good dog.
Yeah, because you have to take more care of them. But that's a fucking somber road we just took there with Oliver's disabled ass dog. Is it
cute? Tripod
I almost
cute.
don't want to go on social media anymore because I feel like I look at it from far away because it's either going to be an injured animal,
Yeah.
or just something I don't want to see. But mainly animals, old people, and babies. Those are my boundaries.
I can't watch a movie where I know a kid's gonna get injured.
No, me
or
neither.
hurt.
It's my first question.
Yeah.
Does a kid get hurt? No. Does an animal get hurt? Okay, I'll watch. Does an old person get hurt? Then I'll watch it.
Yeah. I was watching the beginning of Get Out, which is supposed to be an amazing movie. I couldn't get past like the first 10 minutes because they hit a fucking deer, and I'm like, oh, I'm good.
Well,
And supposedly it's a great movie. It's funny. I mean, it won an
Wait.
Oscar.
are we thinking of the same movie?
Get
No,
Out.
but I mean, just because they hit a deer.
Yeah, but like,
How about like Tommy Boy?
Well, I
You just
haven't.
that,
Like,
yeah?
I can't watch.
but
those.
it wasn't
I
in
think
a funny
Mindhunter.
context.
Mindhunter, is that the one with kids? There's certain
I
things
don't know.
I refuse to watch.
No, if kids are getting hurt or like kidnapped or murdered or some shit like that, I'm fucking not. I'll pass, man. My sympathetic nerve is already to the point where it's like I could only take
Yeah.
so much. My wife doesn't watch like murder mysteries or shit like that. Like she just can't take it. She's just like,
Well,
I'll fucking pass.
My husband's very worried about me because lately I've been. I don't even think. I think the word is obsessed. I've been obsessed with like murder podcasts, true crime podcasts.
She's doing research.
Damn.
I cannot stop. I just finished Dr. Death. I'm watching.
Oh, that's the Jack Kevorkian one.
No, this is a neurosurgeon who's just like maiming and killing people, and I still don't know if it was on purpose or he was just really bad at his job.
Jesus.
I'm watching one about the Black Dahlia. I'm obsessed.
Helter Skelter.
This is research.
Damn. Aki's dark side here.
Yeah, coming out. Goddamn.
The other day my husband comes out of the shower and I'm reading the last words of people on death row, and he's
Oh my
like, "This
God.
it has to stop."
Yeah, that's a little creepy.
What's a good one?
The last words, tell them that they didn't give me the spaghetti. The SpaghettiOs. That was somebody's last word.
What
Tell
the
them-
fuck?
let
Bitching
them-
about his last meal?
Let them know they didn't give me SpaghettiOs.
Those bastards at the prison.
But these are pretty old.
That's kind of funny though. That's not even creepy.
And for 2020, she's gonna visit Spawn Ranch.
Yeah. Which one was the Spawn Ranch again?
Huh?
Spawn Ranch. That was with
Charles Manson.
with Charles Manson.
Oh.
Yeah. You know what? I did get kind of.
I got into that.
Me too.
I watched it. all.
No.
Is that still a place?
We used to see it all the time when we were
Yeah.
young, remember?
Oh yeah. Well,
Spawn Ranch is in Death Valley, I think.
But
Yeah.
can you go there? Can you actually?
I think so. It's a
yeah,
big,
because
big,
nothing happened there. That's just where they used to like smoke weed and fuck.
Oh, they used to live there pretty
Yeah,
much.
they used to live there
Oh.
for like free. The old man that owned the farm, they used to just work for free for him, and he would let them stay there, and like they would stay.
Or they're
Like,
doing favors. They do
yeah,
stuff for
shit
him.
like that. But where the actual murders happened, where
I was in the
the
hills.
Sharon Tate, that's like I actually okay. So you're not that weird, dude, Aki, because
Okay.
when
Yeah, for
when,
real.
when-
I'm scared to do this podcast with y'all.
when I went to I'm gonna let you guys into my dark
Do the
side.
Ouija board next week.
When I went to California, I went to LA for a business conference. I literally me and a buddy of mine that I was there with, we drove up that canyon all the way to the top where the house was at one
On
point
purpose to see the house?
on purpose to see the house where Sharon Tate and
And
all
you're
those people
judging
were
me.
murdered. Yeah, and they changed the address and everything, so it's not it's something Cielo Drive. I still know that, and it's at the top of a it was a gorgeous fucking
yeah, it's
house.
It's in the hills.
Do
Well,
people
that-
live there?
Well, now they knocked down the actual house, which is like a ranch style home, and they built a huge fucking mansion up there.
I wouldn't live there.
Yeah, it's
And they
crazy.
even changed the address. But it's funny because you see the pole where the dude texts
And
something,
they're-
climbed up the pole to cut the electricity to then be able to go in there and do all that shit. Like that pole's
and
there
the other house is like right next to it.
right next door,
Yeah.
the LeBlanc house. See, I did my research.
No, that was the
La Bianca. There you go, La
house.
Bianca house.
Yeah.
See, Louis did his
I
research.
know.
Lewis did his research.
Yeah, I
Weirdos. Damn, and I removed that.
I'm more worried about you guys than I am about myself. So.
Right there. You're reading people's fucking last words on death row, dude.
It was more because they also, it was to see their last words and to see what their last meals were. So I was just curious.
Well, the last.
You know what
Did
a
you
majority
Google
of it
this?
was?
Is this
What?
something you got into? Like,
I think it came up and I was like, I think the feds are sending me all these things on my social media because they see that I'm into it. And that came up and I was like, this is amazing. So the majority of the people's last meals were a bucket of KFC original,
Fried
a
chicken.
bucket of chicken, yeah.
it's not bad.
KFC.
Yeah, I'll fuck that up for my last meal. No,
One guy had like 2 pints of, was it the guy? It was a bomber, but it was 2 pints of like mint chocolate chips. Some people just asked for like a banana, some guy asked for a hot dog bun.
Just a hot dog
Just
bun?
a hot dog bun.
Shove up his ass.
The bun, not the hot dog.
Oh, the hot dog bun. Also, just the bun. There was no hot dog.
That'll be a little hard.
Depending on
You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
He's been in prison for a
Who
while.
was he with in prison, buddy? What would? Okay, so creepy question. What would your last meal be, Oliver?
No, I'm not playing this game.
Yeah, we are.
Filet mignon.
Filet mignon.
Fuck it
No,
up.
but it's got to be something.
Go out
They're
in
not
style.
gonna go there and cook something for you.
Something that has to be
They
cooked
do.
in
They
that
pick
place.
it up. They pick it up. Like this has been an issue
If
with.
not, McDonald's? Can that be?
anything you want.
Whatever I say, I'm not going to eat it ever again.
Whatever you
Jinxing
want.
myself. I have to
Just
think
do it.
about it. Come back to me.
Lewis.
What would my last meal be?
What the fuck?
What?
Did you just have a
I
stroke?
said, what would my last meal be? I don't know, man.
What is last meal?
Corn on the cob.
Rabo encendido.
Ooh.
Damn, Aki went all out.
Lewis said corn on the cob. She said rabo encendido. Like phallically feeling.
Damn,
Yeah, right,
Aki
the
busted out with
shape,
white rice,
fucking-
tostones, and a mate about to go with it.
I would have. You know what? I would have a Cuban last meal. I would have a
my mo-
milanesa.
Huh. I have my
That's
mom's.
Jay's favorite.
The milanesa de pollo.
That's the best.
That's my shit. La carreta makes the best one. That and
No, de carne.
the
Yeah,
pollo
de
de
carne,
carne. They're both
empanizado.
fucking awesome.
It's overwhelming.
Oh, yeah.
It's an overwhelming
It's
meal.
huge. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's
it's you can't really have many other carbs to go with it. Like you just have to house that shit and maybe some French fries.
He has that, and then
Arroz,
Regret.
frijoles.
Oh, we talked
And-
about it the
and
other
then
day. That's,
heartburn.
you're getting the shits. Like I'm just sacrificing my asshole with that one.
he eats, and he always says, as he's eating, like, "This is a bad idea. This is a bad
But it
idea."
tastes so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was born
I
in
guess I-
'74. I promise you, it's a bad idea.
And then that
After
bottle of
'96, after '96, that was a bad idea.
I'll take my mom's picadillo. That's fucked up, Mom.
Cook
Yeah.
my,
Yeah.
my,
Yeah.
my last
Had to
meal.
drop that shit off.
When it comes, Mom, drop something off at the.
This is a dark.
So what's
Conversation.
Yeah, let's lighten.
Yeah.
Let's
What's-
lighten it up.
what's everybody doing for Christmas? You know, I'm annoyed because I wanted to go somewhere cold for Christmas, like literally see snow, and we're not doing that shit. And I told my wife,
how
like,
cute.
we have to do that. Money put away somewhere. Like I was speaking to a buddy of mine the other day that he puts money underneath his mattress, old school style, and
What's his address?
he
Yeah, now his kids are gonna raid that shit.
and he literally, by the time, you know, summer comes along or like August, that they're gonna book their winter lodge or whatever. Look at Oliver fucking being nosy, looking at your phone.
No.
He puts it under the mattress.
He puts it under the mattress, and then by that time, that's it. They have like $2,000 saved up, and that's their cabin and everything else.
We do that, but every time I want to get it on, I always have to start paying her. So I'm broke at the end of the night. Shit, babe. A Rodney Dangerfield joke, man.
It's funny because it's true.
All right.
We actually, for Thanksgiving last year, we went on a cruise Monday through Friday, and it was the best choice we ever made.
To go on the cruise?
Yeah, to not have to go house to house, and it's more of it's a lot of work. You got to go see this family, and it's great.
Went
but-
on the cruise?
Oof, yeah.
Wow. I've never done that one.
We do New Year's.
I did Thanksgiving. I haven't done Christmas, but we're gonna be in Orlando for New Year's, which is already a bad
The
idea.
parks, the whole.
That's awesome.
That was a horrible idea.
Yeah,
No
it's
way.
packed. It's
You
full
think?
of people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be packed, but I don't think it'll be a horrible idea. Now, your judgment
use
as
the
far as
bathroom is
like a
30
fucking
minutes.
cruise, that's a horrible idea.
Why is that a horrible
I
idea?
hate cruises.
Oh,
whatever.
I forgot.
Gross.
I forgot
Jackie,
what a
how
curmudgeon you are.
Dare
about
you come on our
cruises.
show and talk about cruises?
When
Don't you like
when I
cruises?
was going on the cruise, I called him because I still think he works for a cruise line, which you don't, right?
No.
I'm always trying to get
Yeah.
a hookup, and it never happens. But he decides to tell me every horror story that involves a child on a cruise. I almost canceled it.
Yeah.
Killjoy.
Don't let your kids run around on a fucking
I
cruise.
mean,
We've been on a cruise together. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, whoa.
Not like that.
Me and Oliver went on a cruise with no kids. And,
Married already?
But no, and I
How
was
old
both.
were we?
We were in our early 20s, both single. I was recently divorced.
I thought I went on a cruise, but no, it's just Orlando. I'm thinking we never went on a cruise
No.
together.
Yeah, we all went to Orlando together.
The four of us,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the four. It was the four of us, and it was 6 guys total.
probably like 8 girls.
No, 4 girls
No,
total.
four
No,
guys.
no,
It was
it's
just
not
us
four
four.
Yeah, it was and Gio.
And Giovanni.
So it's
four of
four.
us.
Shout
Four
out
of us.
to our favorite Chino. Besides our favorite
Oh.
China,
Gio Lee.
but
it was maybe like 8 girls, 6 girls. Or something.
yeah, it was 6. Well, the picture shows 6 girls, 4 dudes, and nobody hooked up.
No,
Like it was just we were literally like kids having fun.
we were 18. It was 98.
Yeah.
It was right after.
It was
high
right
school.
after high
Yeah,
school.
and Universal had just opened. Islands of Adventure
had just
opened.
I
So
remember
we
that.
just went to have fun.
Yeah, I
That
remember.
shit was awesome.
It was.
And then
We had fun.
here's
We
my
had a good
favorite
time.
part.
Oh,
Like,
boy.
mind you, we all Lewis knows where I'm going with this.
I don't.
So we all had fun, and we did have a lot of fun. My favorite part of that vacation to Orlando that we all went to was when it ended. That me, Oliver, Gio, and Lewis are walking to the car. Actually, Oliver's coming out of the office, and he's looking at the bill because he had put it at 18. He was the only one that had already. No, you had a credit card already too, but Oliver put it on his.
Lewis has been
Yeah.
a businessman since.
Yeah, it's got
I've known
an
him.
American Express at 16. So, but Oliver put it for whatever reason on his credit card. So Oliver's walking out of there, and he just had such a dad vibe, and he's looking at the bill, and he goes, "All right, who ordered a porn?" And Lewis just turned around Lewis turns around and walks the other fucking way. And dude, that's not like a normal porn. It's like a $24 porn, dude.
Oh yeah, it was like new.
Did you at least stroke one to it?
For
Is that what you
30
did?
seconds.
Is
No,
that-
he watched it for the theatrical fucking art.
Oh, the plot. He was after the plot of this shit.
24 seconds, 24 minutes for $24 for 34 seconds of fun.
I was doing detective work. I was looking for somebody that they say was in that movie. And, I just clicked on it. You know what? I recognize that
man.
face.
All right, so you're gonna be in town? No.
I'm going to be in town for Christmas. Do the usual running around town. I mean, I'm exaggerating. It's 2 houses for Nochebuena, 2 houses for Christmas. One of them is mine. And New Year's, I'm going to be in Orlando with a million other people.
Bunch of friends, bunch of kids.
You know what it is? My daughter's birthday is December 27th, and we said this year we're not going to have this party because parties are like you're going up to $1,000 for a birthday party if you do it somewhere.
Yeah.
So we decided not to do it this time. We have annual passes, so I said we're going to go to Orlando, and I booked the hotel, and I was like real gung ho about it, and then I realized that we have blackout dates.
Ooh.
So then I said, okay, I'll buy Legoland tickets. We've never been to Legoland, and it's still cheaper than the party. So we're going to go to Legoland, do the whole thing, and then Disney when it opens up on Friday, come home Saturday.
Oh, fuck yeah! There you go.
Nice.
Anything to avoid a party.
Hell yeah. And you'll spend probably less.
I will spend that. Nah.
Yeah. Okay. You're not doing a 1-day thing.
So one night we're staying at Legoland at like a beach
There's a
resort.
hotel?
Yeah. There's a couple of hotels. And
Like Lego themed?
and
like-
Janine Riesco had told me like it's worth it, do it. But because it's that time of year, the one night was like $360 for the beach resort, and the actual hotel is in the thousands just for the hotel room for the one night.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I'm spending more on staying there.
Right.
But you know what? That's more of an experience. Like the whole birthday party shit is just a bunch of snot-nosed kids coming.
And it's over in 3 hours.
Yeah, and you're done in 3 hours. I'd
Make a whole weekend out of it.
Fuck yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play by ear.
What are you doing, Oliver?
Don't know.
Huh?
Probably my friend's house.
Homeless shelter?
Maybe. Potentially.
And you, Luis?
My uncle's house probably.
That's it.
That's it. I'll do Nochebuena and
Does everybody like congregate there? Is that like
everybody.
the house that
Oh,
everybody goes
my
to?
mom's side of the family goes there.
Cajachina and
We
everything.
contemplated since you know.
But your mom's side of the family is Jewish, though,
That's
right?
what I was about to tell you. You know what the Jews do?
I just
during-
learned this yesterday.
You didn't know that?
No.
The Jews it's known among them that during Nochebuena they all go to Santa's Enchanted Forest because there's nobody
Yeah,
there.
they said that
It's
already.
empty.
I can't wait for that thing to be done.
Me too.
I want to be able to drive on that street with
But
my
it's
kids.
true. They
and
take
not
advantage.
lie.
They're like, there's nobody here. And they just storm the place. They have like all the rides. They ride it 100 times. And because it's packed. You go
They
there.
found out there's a discount.
Is
I
that
just don't. There's a discount to
Rodriguez?
get in.
No, I'm joking.
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
such
I don't know.
a Jewish
Possibly.
joke.
Yeah, possibly.
With the half Jew.
Jew 15 on the code.
They'll probably let in for free that day. So you can use so they can buy food and stuff like that.
Yeah, but the rides are already free, so I doubt it.
That place is open half the year, so you have
Yeah.
It
plenty
really
of time to
fucking
go.
feels that way. And then the carnies are all going through your cars and shit at night.
Are they really?
Yeah, like it happens a lot. I've spoken to police officers from the area. Like and sometimes they stay behind when the actual fair leaves, and like yeah, it's whatever. I'm not making fun of carnies. I apologize.
Yeah.
So carnies. Me, I don't know what we're doing.
My husband and I joke that our kids eat like carnies.
How do carnies eat, dude?
Like if they could have corn dogs every day and
Oh, like that. Like
No.
like the
fair
carny.
food. They have a fair food diet.
The carny fixtures, the corn dogs, fucking corn on the cobs, a lot of slushies and elephant ears.
Sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out. I mean, well, not trying to figure it out. I'm bullshitting. My cousin invited us to his house. We're gonna probably split we're gonna split a pig or whatnot. He wants me to always go with him to get the pig,
No.
which to me, there's not.
I'd never eat pig again.
I feel like I lose my Cuban card because first of all, I don't fish. I don't really do boats. I get I get seasick or what. I get motion sickness and whatever. And now it's like I also don't like to go fucking the smell of death and of dirty pig shit and everything else.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to go and then eat the pig.
No, but it's like a store. You go and they just hand you your pig.
Get the fuck out of
alive
here!
or
You don't
dead?
you don't see
dude.
them dead. You don't see them killing.
No, you don't see
But
them
you see
kill
it
it.
alive.
Yeah, you see it alive.
No.
It's a pen.
And
It's
then
a
dead.
pen, brother. Have you ever been?
I've been.
And then you hang it from a tree.
Oh, no, but you went to Sedano's
They
then.
just shoot 'em in
No,
the head.
you go. You could select a pig, or you can call them, tell them I want a 100-pound
no,
pig,
no.
and when you get there, there's a 100-pound
They
pig.
shoot
that's
them in
a-
the head there.
Some
They
places.
hit him
No,
with
no,
a-
I heard they just stab them in the heart.
I thought they
They stab them in the heart.
I had a client who did that for a living, and he would give him a shot here, and then he'd cut him open and bleed him.
Jesus.
Yeah, I've heard they just stab them in the heart. And then
Well,
they-
some people do
Well,
it differently.
You won't watch
but I don't
a
know.
movie that they run over a deer. You're gonna go to
Yeah.
a pig slaughterhouse.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a bonding moment. It's a tradition.
With-
He wants to go with me. We stand there in line, talk shit.
Jose?
Yeah. So that's that's like my older brother. But where we went, you go there, you literally pick the pig that you want. He's like
So
running
you go
around.
select Hamlet.
Yeah,
pick
dude.
'em
I don't
out.
even like picking my lobster at Red Lobster.
The fact that you still go to Red Lobster, that's
It's
probably not
delicious.
really a lobster.
The breads are great.
The biscuits
Hmm
Yeah.
unmatched.
Shout out to Red Lobster.
Red Lobster.
Hashtag.
Coming back.
Let's go.
And Sizzler still open?
I still say, oh, we're the Sizzlers.
How about Bennigan's?
Bennigan's.
Does Bennigan's still exist? There used to be
No.
one right there by our
I think
house.
up
No.
north.
Man.
I think
It's
up
a
north I
bank
saw
now.
one.
Yeah, that's a bank already. They knocked the Bennigan's the fuck
You mean
down.
just the
Yeah,
actual
TD
the actual
Bank.
restaurant? I don't know.
No, I don't think it is.
No, I
It,
don't think
it
so.
exists. The brand exists, but up north, nothing South Florida.
I saw a thing that said they was gonna come back.
The Bennigan's? I know there's a thing called Shenanigans. It's kind of like
from
Bennigan's.
Super Troopers. That's in a movie.
Shenanigans doesn't exist.
No,
No, it's not even Super Troopers. It's The Office.
no,
No,
I don't know.
all the flares. The guy has a lot of flares. Guys have more flares.
I know in Super Troopers.
I love Super Troopers. That's one of those like wine type movies, like where it's like it's not for everybody. Like it's like
One of our girlfriends married one of the Super Troopers.
Which one? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Which one? The Indian dude?
no, Mac.
Mac. I forget. Oh, Mac was the one with the mustache.
They all have mustaches.
Yeah, the Troopers. That's true. All right. So you are going to be here for
Yes.
one of our favorite segments, and I'm going to skip to it really quick just to see. You know what? Let me not skip to it. Let's build up to it. Let's jump over now to the Miami Minute. So this weekend, what the fuck's going on? We try to do the Miami Minute because there's over the last few months we got people literally all over the country listening from like Washington, New York, California, stuff like that. California doesn't envy us in any way, shape, or form.
No.
But there are people who are freezing their balls off somewhere that, you like to gloat a little bit, but
It's gonna be cold tomorrow. By cold, it's like 74. But
yeah, no, the weather, the
Get your
temperature's
sweaters
dropping.
out.
if the high is 74, it's a cold day.
It's true, and that's when you guys bust out your boots and
I don't.
you don't do that.
No, I don't.
Your furry jackets
No.
and
Well, we forget she's a 17-year-old boy
I'm like this, just the way I am right now. This,
and Vans
yeah.
and a starter jacket.
and a baseball cap backwards. Well, we got the Y100 Jingle Ball going on the BB&T. That's Broward, but whatever. It's that have the Jonas Brothers.
Good concerts don't come to Miami.
They really don't.
I mean, for the kind of music that I listen to, good concerts don't come to Miami.
Yeah, and I guess the bigger concerts they go to the BB&T Center or even American Airlines and that shit. So no, we had some good concerts. The thing is, you like more obscure probably bands or shit like that, right?
What are you saying?
You're so cool.
What are you
You
saying?
don't even care.
What are you saying?
Go, tell me your favorite band. Shoot one out there. Go.
Dave Matthews.
Fuck out of here, man.
I've never been to. I just recently went to an Incubus concert actually, but I
Incubus,
had to
holy
drive to West
shit.
Palm
Dave
Beach
Matthews
to
is
see it.
actually very good at
At the amphitheater? Yeah.
No, not the amphitheater. Some Kravis.
Oh, the Kravis
no.
Center?
Is that what? Yeah, it was beautiful, but
nice.
it was.
That's downtown.
I passed boomers just to
Oh,
get there.
shit. Yeah, that's a little far. All right, so we have the Jingle Ball going on, and we have Madonna. How the fuck?
I saw this.
Madonna has a boyfriend that's like 15 years old.
But
Of course, a 17-year-old
Yeah.
baby, Aggie.
I'll say
I
18.
haven't
Let's
seen
say
it, but I'm
18
not
to be
surprised.
politically
Yeah.
correct.
Get Madonna into some shit.
I like to see what concerts are coming. Like I try to stay in the know with it, and I saw that she's going to be here for a bunch of nights at the Fillmore or Jackie.
Yeah, no, it's at the Fillmore Miami Beach.
But I saw that it starts at 10:30.
Yeah, she's usually late. Those actually start at 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
I saw Method Man and Redman one time. They started like at
wow.
1:30.
Dude, Method Man and Redman were just here, and I was like, "Fuck! I could have gone to that. I should have gone to that shit."
You would have seen them at 2 in the morning. I don't know if I'm.
Oh, really? Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would have been asleep already, dude. I can't even watch a full movie anymore. Like my wife always laughs at me, and like I'm already at that age. So Madonna's in town. We haven't heard shit about Madonna being in town. Like there was
Yeah.
no marketing. There was
Right.
no.
Yeah.
I guess once you're Madonna, like you don't need to market shit. Like you're in town, you have your. Like all the gay dudes in the city are gonna go watch you, and then all the like the moms and shit.
When you see that they're playing at Magic City, then you're like, damn,
Yeah,
They've lost it. They've lost
it's
it.
over.
Yeah,
They lost her.
how the mighty have fallen.
Yeah.
Who was at Magic City the other day? Damn.
And they bring good acts that at least we can relate to. But yeah, it's like, all right, they're out of there.
The dude whose dad was the dad from Growing Pains.
John Cicada and shit.
Oh,
not John
Alan
Sick-
Thicke?
Robin Thicke. Was
Robin-
Poor Robin Thicke, man. How the mighty have fallen. He was at.
He was at Magic
I
City.
want to say it was like one of these obscure little like places and shit like that.
He's still up there, no?
Yeah, I think he's still
so.
up there.
No, I mean
that
he was-
one
he was-
song.
No, he's got a few
Couple
good songs, but yeah.
Two songs.
All right, so that's our Miami Minute. Literally, two.
Check
We
them
live
out.
in one of the biggest. I mean, well, one of the most active cities for entertainment in the world, and I gave you fucking the Jingle Ball and Madonna. So I apologize, people. I get no help. Goddamn it. All right, so love letters. I wish I remembered which one was the drum roll. So I'm gonna start your love letter, Aki.
Okay.
I see you biting your nails. I feel like you're getting nervous.
This is my
That's just your
my bad habit.
normal anxiety, right?
Yeah.
No 17-year-old boys bite their nails. But so my love letter is to all you fucking porch pirates out there that think that the Amazon packages that show up at my house and my neighbor's house and people's houses belong to you. I really hope one day you get a package and it's C4 with shit and it just blows the fuck up in your face and all over your car. Like it's incredibly frustrating to continue. If you have a Ring, you see that
Very
shit
aggressive.
every fucking day because it's annoying, it's frustrating, and then like they get things like
Oh, you actually
like-
saw the guy.
Yeah, you see it all the
saw
time.
him walk up and grab your package.
well, no, not this specific time, not mine, but like neighbors, people who live down the street.
What
And-
happens? Amazon sends you a new one, right?
You got a claim on
Amazon's
it.
really good about that.
Yeah, Amazon's really good about that. My wife's always complaining about strawberries being crushed and shit. They give you a credit. But yeah, Amazon, they report. It shouldn't even get to that. Like, buy your own shit, man. Get a fucking job or get your own Amazon Prime membership. But that's my love letter.
No,
All
yeah,
right.
Jose, but just lend me your debit card.
Yeah, exactly.
Take care. Leave your
Um,
debit card number. I got it.
The Heat game starting. My husband tuned out.
All right. And we lost Jay. All right, Aki, what's your love letter?
I guess I have a lot of things that grind my gears, but I think today it's people that those people that are blocking the intersection, or the people that rush to the middle of the street when the light's gonna turn red, and now I can't cross. I thought I was gonna be late today because of that. So maybe they can hear the hatred coming from my car,
You hear
the
that, people?
screaming, the cursing, the mad eyes.
In multiple languages. Japanese,
Are you that driver,
Spanish.
Aki? You curse. You got that road rage going.
I asked my husband today, like, what makes me mad? And he said, you
Everything.
suffer from road rage. Yeah. So anything that involves a car.
All right, nice. Don't block the box, people. You fucking hear that? That karate chopped the shit out of you.
It's rude.
So racist on this fucking show.
Well, Chinese stars has in our first.
We've made like 8 Asian jokes, by the way,
We have.
and no
The-
Cuban ones.
Get them out of the way. Dude, the Cuban jokes, listen, those come galore. Like, you just shoot them. Like, boom, 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 boom. Not the Cubans, the jokes. Fucking don't condone the shooting of any Cubans. All right, Oliver, you got a love letter or you passed
I
already?
pass on my love letters.
Yeah. Tell me when you get a grasp of the love letters. All right, Louis has his first love letter.
No.
Yeah, you haven't done a love letter before.
No, I haven't.
No,
I
man.
have. Similar to Aki's. I mean, just the subject is the bikers. Bikers, I love you guys. You have great bikes. You're doing it for your heart. You're doing it for your health. I get it. But, dude, please ride on the bikeway. A lot of these guys get in front of you, and they don't understand that their bike weighs, between them and the bike is 250 pounds. My truck weighs 5,000 pounds. And they just throw themselves at you, and they think they own the road. And excuse me, and they
They're aggressive.
And they're really cocky, and they one of them even tapped
We're
my
gonna
car.
get the Bikers Association coming up in here.
I mean, I don't know. They just hog the road up a little bit, and I just think they should.
I sometimes get stuck behind one, and I can't.
Yeah, and he's drifting all over the place like that.
And the truth is that if you do hit one by mistake, or if you don't see one, like it's on you. They're supposed to respect the road. And listen, I love you bikers.
You're supposed to yield to bikers.
Cyclists, excuse me. We keep calling them bikers. Cyclists, we love you. But yeah, it's you want us to respect the roadway, but at the same time, if you're listening to this, respect us too. Respect, like I see them taking those red lights all the fucking time and just flying by the red light, just flying through the stop sign. But if you want to be treated like a car when it comes down to the rules of the road, act like a car also. Right. But that doesn't give anybody the right to go and fucking run them over either, or shoot them on a causeway. Goddamn it!
We'll just close on respect the car.
There you
we
go.
Respect you for being bikers. We give you your space. We're all very careful and
weighs more than you do.
Exactly.
All right, so we're trying to hurry up here. We're damn near an hour. What would you rather? All right, Aki, I'm gonna go ahead and start with you.
Okay.
Would you rather be in jail for a year, or lose a year off your life?
Be in jail for a year. Do I have to say why? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I'd be in jail for a year. I'd rather use that time, that year, to still be able to speak to my loved ones, be alive.
No, they just skip your birthday instead of being 40 or 41.
No. Like you
die a year earlier.
Fucking Lewis.
Oh,
you die. So if you were meant to die at 92,
I'll keep my year.
You'll keep your year. All right, Oliver.
Yeah, I'll do a year in jail.
Lose the year.
Lose a year at the end of your life?
Yes.
And why would you lose a year at the end of your life?
Look at him. They'd love him in jail.
Yeah, they would. That new haircut. Look at that shaved head. Show the camera your shaved head.
It could do good for his
sexy
hemorrhoids.
Son of a bitch. Look at this guy. Finally got the Cuban Hulk Hogan dude done.
And what jail do they put you in? Is it in North American or South American jail?
No.
Okay,
a Mexican jail.
Okay, exactly.
It wouldn't last 2 months in a Mexican jail. All right. So, Oliver, you got your promo for your friend's daughter's Christmas.
Again, help the kids toy drive.
That's what it's called?
GoFundMe page. That's what it's called.
Help the kids toy drive.
We're gonna post it on Instagram or on our
Absolutely.
site.
Absolutely. We're gonna post it on our website. You know, we'll repost it. Make sure to repost people. And please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Buzzsprout. Or click the link on the profile below. That'll take you to Buzzsprout, and you can listen to all our good stuff at the After 5 podcast for the Instagram and everything else. I suck at this last little
Leave
part.
comments. Let us know. What do you think? What you like? What you don't like?
All right. Mi gente, always lead it with love. We love you. Bikers, cyclists, whatever the fuck.
Watch out, cyclists. Yeah.
Stay off the lanes.